Coming up on the next episode. Good Monday morning to you all. YouTube. It is 11:50 now in the AM. I am back on the Ward's Airline Global radio. As you can see, I have taken it apart somewhat. I do have the dial string off. Now, the surprising thing about this dial string is, and I'll go through it pretty much the whole thing, it is not broke. Not at all. It was attached on both ends. Apparently it just came off. So, at least we have a size, or at least I think it's a size. Anyway, that's that's the least of my problems. I also took the dial off. I was kind of worried about this, thinking it was glass, but this is plastic, not glass. Not glass at all. So, I don't know how well this will clean up. Looks like it may be the lettering is embedded into the plastic. I'm not really sure. It could be on the back. I do feel a little bit of a raise there, so that's probably where it's at, on the back. We'll have to kind of be careful with that when we clean it, but at least we can clean the front pretty much, and that will be good. So there's that. Also have the framework for the dial pointer off. This may be the problem with this dial pointer, is the actual pointer itself. Looks like it's been soldered back on. Thinking probably that's our problem with it. I'm going to go over that a little bit and see if I can figure out a better way of doing it, maybe, or something to make it where it stays on. As you can see, it comes right off the well, you didn't see it, but it came right off the framework there. So there's that. Now that framework is a nice dark black, and I think that can be cleaned all right. Look, that's just painted, I think. So that should work out rather well. Again, here's the you can see the solder there. If I get up here to the picture, you could. But you can see the soldering in there. And now this end looks normal here, but so I think that's what happened. Probably the little slider thing came off from the rod, and somebody tried to solder it, and well, they didn't do a really good job of it. So see what we can do there. Maybe some epoxy or something like that may be better instead of that that there. So we'll look at that closer. Obviously, that's one of the things we want to do when we get to it. That's not a priority, though, as far as the radio is concerned. Let me see what Bob has to say, and we'll get right back to you. So anyway, as I said in the last video, Brendan seemed to think we needed to go through this thing a little bit closer and get some voltages and some tube checks and things like that. All right, and so like I said, let me get off of here, and we're going to come back in a little bit, and we'll show you what else is going on. $156 point something.
It's still low.
Okay. Let me try the other one. 187. That's the other one.
Well, like they're looking to like 205 on the one, and
okay, but that's what I'm getting. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, okay.
Let me try the last one. I think that's a bypass, so.
Yeah, the third one's a bypass.
Yeah, it is. Okay. Let me go back up here to the tube and see what we get now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, 82.9.
Okay, that sounds better.
All right. So 82.9 on the. Anything else on there I should check, you think?
What's pin 6?
That'd be right next to it, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
55.6.
And what? Okay, where do you have the?
It's on phono.
Okay, I'm wondering if that's what that star or what that asterisk is or something.
I don't know, but that's what it said. The test measurements, I think, it's supposed to be in phono mode. I think that's what it said. Like I said, I didn't look at it real good, but this thing got a lot of dust in it.
Well, see, like they're showing on pin 6, they're showing like 90 volts, and then 50 volts with the star. You know.
Well, I'm seeing. Oh, you're talking about on the screen.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it now. Moving on to the converter, V2. Move mine.
Okay, and what's the value on that?
Looks like maybe 822. Gray, red, I think is what it is.
Okay, that probably goes to pin 6?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, okay, that'd be the screen resistor.
Okay, so you wonder what's the voltage there? 96 volts. Okay, 166 volts now on that. I don't know what changed, but 166.7 on the plate.
That's better.
Well, that's pretty close, really. I mean, it's not that far off.
Yeah. Where do you have the ground connected?
The chassis.
On a clean part of the chassis?
I've got it onto the screw terminal, where the screws hold it down. That I figure there ought to be some fresh stuff there.
Okay.
All right, moving on down to the IF amp 60A6, should say.
Right.
What is pin 1 connected to?
Grid.
Grid, yeah. Thanks.
It comes to the IF can.
Yeah, the IF. That's what I was trying to find out.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get more oriented. It's hard to see the space in between the pins because they're so small.
That and plus we're blind.
Yeah, that's a lot of it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, here's 5. It's got a cap on it, if that's right. And there's nothing on it. I'm doing something wrong.
There shouldn't be a cap. That should go to the other IF can.
Okay, maybe I'm looking at the wrong thing, but there is a cap there. It's a disc cap. Maybe I got the wrong one again. Hang on a second. Is pin 2 grounded?
Can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And there's 6 pins on this too? There's gotta be 7.
Yeah, it's a 7-pin too. Yeah.
Well, where's the other 2? Where's the other? I'm missing one here somewhere, Bob.
Okay, can you lower the camera a little bit more? You're right at the bottom of the screen. Here we go.
Let me move it like this. I can tilt this a little bit too. Is that better?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, here's what I'm looking at. That's the pin going to the IF, and I thought that was 1. Now I'm not so sure now, but that's the first IF, so that would be where it would go. Nothing else goes to the first IF, does it? No, nothing else. So that's got to be pin 1, right?
Right.
And now is that pin 2 then? 3, 4, and 5, right? See, that's a cap, this cap.
I don't see a cap connected to any of them.
Well, I know.
Wait a minute.
You can see it in the picture.
Okay, wait a minute. There's
cap
there's a cap connected to 6.
Okay, so this would be 5 then. Nothing there either. I got nothing on either one, and there can't be no DC voltage on that. It's a cap. something strange on this. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong tube. It's the one in between the IF cans, so it has to be the first IF, right?
Uh-huh. There's something, you got, I don't know what's going on here.
It's got to be the switch. But see, that wouldn't make any sense either, because why would there be no oh, wait a minute. Okay, here's one connected here, this purple one. Where is that going to? That almost has to be the right one, because it goes to the second IF. That's
right,
the only one.
That's the one we want, yeah.
See, I can't see it good enough to know, but it looks to me like it's right there. I mean, as far as where it connects. I could be wrong about that completely. I don't know. Try to get this up out of the way a little bit. I got absolutely nothing. Oh, I know why. Hang on. Can you see this? She's a pizza. Alright, it's in good now. Alright, let's try this once again. I'm going to say that's 5. 157 volts.
That's a better.
Alright. Now 6.
Right.
3.2 point, hang on. 100 volts.
Okay.
Alright, what's next?
686.
Alright, let me give you my... Yeah, that's the connection to that. So that is pin 7, right? Oh, that's 66.5.
Okay, that sounds good. Which I'm assuming is V5 because I can't tell the...
Yep, V5. Come on now. I think maybe that's part of my problem is some of this garbage. Okay, 180 volts.
Okay.
What else do we need? 4? 157.6.8. Ooh, that's not good. 8.6. That's bad.
Yeah.
And I gotta change that cap for sure.
It's not a cap though. That's the problem is it's not a cap. That's part of that couplet.
No, this is a cap. There is absolutely a cap there, 0.01. So I think that covers it, doesn't it? I mean, we know what our DC voltage is and our B plus voltage. 188.8 on I think that's the main one. That's the high one, I believe. Secondary one is 157.7.
Yep.
All right, that's good. Good afternoon, YouTube. Here on this Tuesday, it is 2:40 in the afternoon, and we are here at the tube tester, as you can see plainly right in front of your face. I've looked up the for the what is this thing we're working on? WAG. I have affectionately named this the WAG, or Ward's Airline Global, for those who like it better that way. So that is what we've got. I've got the I don't have it set up yet, but what I'm gonna do is set these up, each one. I've got 2 of the same tube first, 6BA6. So I'm gonna set this up for that, and then I'm on the video. You're only gonna see the actual test part. We're not gonna go through all the levers and things like that. There's no sense in that. You guys know how to set levers. So we're gonna do that, and then we'll go on with the test. So there you go. Alright, we have the 6BA6 in place now, and I'm going to adjust the line a little bit and get that where it's supposed to be. Now, the short test that we're going to do first is a little bit different than the last time we tested tubes. I've reread the instructions several different times, and it made it very clear that the only levers that you mess with are the ones that are in the center position. You do not mess with the ones that's down, or the ones that's up. In other words, if these three here don't get messed with at all. So one at a time, and the normal short is 4 for this tube. So one at a time we'll move, and we'll watch this little light over here and see if it lights up. Up. No problem there. Up, no problem there. We ignore that one. Up, our normal short. Up. Little flash. No problem. We'll do the 8, 9, and 10, even though there is no 8, 9, and 10 pins on this because it's 7-pin tube. Alright, there you go. That's it. Now, our settings are as specified on the tube chart. We're going to go over those just to be sure. 4 is the A setting. Voltage is 6.3 B. Our C load is 50, as you can see. Our up and down is, our up is 5 and 6, and our down is 3. So that is good. We are good to go. We got a little bit of oxygen there. Let's go right. Okay. Now what we're going to do is test this, and it is good, very good. And I'm happy with that. Almost 90. So there you go. That is that tube tested. So let's get that off. I'm going to pull the tube out of the socket. Now we have another 6BA6. We're going to just plug right in and do the same one again. We'll put these in a different place so we'll know that they're good or bad, whatever the case may be. And I'm going to plug this one in. Oops, I always try to put it in the wrong one, don't I? Let's put it in the right one, see if it works better. Alright, turn that back on. Everything is set up the same, no problem there. And we will test it once more. Or actually, we'll test this one the first time. So like I said, we have two 6BA6s in this. And I think both of them, well, the radio works, so we do know that much anyway. So I don't think you'll find too much bad with these tubes. I do have one problem with the last tube that we're gonna check, and I will explain that when we get to it. But for now, that's a pretty good indication that everything's right. So let's go with this. Let's do our short test. No problem. No problem. 4 is our normal. It is. 7 is our last one. It is a flash, just like the other one. Nothing there, nothing there, nothing there, because they're not connected to anything. Alright, let's test it. Alright, another good one. That's 84. 84 is not that bad. We're going to take it just like it is. So we're going to turn that off. Take our tube out, put it in the good category. And we're going to move on to the next one. And I'll get set up for that and bring you right back. Alright, we have the 6BE6 now into the tester, and it is all set up. Let me go over the settings for it. Our normal shorts is 4. Our setting for A is 4. Our setting for B is 6.3. All these tubes are 6.3, so I'm going to tell you that right off the bat. Our C is 48. We do have that set, 48. Our up is 6, and our down is 3. Up 6, down is 3. There you go. It's right on the money. Let's see what she does. Alright, as again, we're going to go up with each one. No problem there. No problem there. Normal short is 4. Yes, it is. 5. Nothing. 7. Nothing. 8. 9. And 10. Okay, there you go. There's your lineup for that one. It tests good so far. Uh-oh. There we go. It's coming up. It wasn't warmed up yet. Sometimes it takes a little longer to warm these things up than others. I don't know why, but it does. So we're up to 80, still climbing. 80, almost 84. That's not bad. So we're gonna consider that one good, obviously. Let me turn off the tester. And we do have another setting for this one. Let me see what that is. I forgot that there was 2 settings on this one. Let me get the tester set up for that. 46 is our difference here. There we go. Alright. 5 and 6 up, 3 down. 5 and 6 up, 3 down. Alright, we're going to turn it back on. Give it plenty of time this time to warm back up. The only difference is on our settings this time. 46 on the C, and 5 and 6 are up, 3 is down. So there you go. There's your settings for that one. As you can see on the chart there, I think I've got it flashed up on the screen, or I should. If I didn't, I will. Anywho, that's that. Like I say, I'm going to warm up a little bit. I'll make sure it's in the warm position before we test it. So let's go ahead and test our... I know these are going to be the same. This is the same. 2 PIDs are in there. There's no problem with that. Oh, we got a flash there. That was different. Normal short. 7, no problem. Again, these are not even connected to anything. Problem there. And our test is good. Very good. Matter of fact, it's 84. So they are... That's a good tube, good 2-section tube at that. Let's turn this off. I was a little bit loose in the thing there, so I think that may be our problem, or was our problem, I guess. Alright, next one up is a 6AV6. Let me get set up for that, and we'll bring you right back. Alright, let's go over our settings here on this 6AV6. A is 1. B is 6.3 again. C is 42, I think. Is it 42 or 44? I can't see. Oh, 44. I'm sorry. 44. Yeah, that's right. It's on. 44. Our settings on the switches are 1 and 7 up, 3 down. So that is good. And we should be able to test our short test now. It's had sufficient time. So normal short again is 4. For all these small tubes, the 7-pin miniatures, they're all... well, I said that, and looks like this is 1 actually. 1 on this one. Oh, okay. Well, it's kind of odd that 1 is a normal short, but it's up. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong thing. That was dumb. Dumb of me. Very dumb. A is 1. That's what it was. 4 is our normal shorts on these. Okay. I'll get it right together here. I got up late today, so give me a break. Oh, we'll start here with 2. No problem there. Skip 3. There's our 4, our normal short. 5, no problem. 6, no problem. 7 is up. 8, 9, 10. Again, they don't matter, but, you know, there you go. So let's check it. I would say that one is good. It's off the chart. So we're going to be happy with that. Now, this is a 3-section tube. And what we're going to do is go back to our other section here and see what the difference is. 6.3, 1, 67, 5, 3. So 5, 3. Let's do this real quick. 5, 3. What did I say? 5 and 3 is our 2 settings there. Let's go to 67 on our setting here. 66, 67, there you go, right in the middle of the 2, there you go. 67 is correct. So now we can, again, we'll do the test, the short test, I guess. You know, everybody seems to like that, so. Normal short is 4, there it is. No problem, no problem. Not at all, not at all, not at all. Okay, there you go, that's a good one. And that one's good, but it's not great, 70. So we're going to call it good, though, because it isn't any good. So we'll be happy with that. Now, this last section is the same exact settings, except for 6 is up instead of 5. Okay, so we'll switch that around. That's all you got to do there. There's no sense in going through all of it again. We did that. The short test is going to be... I'll go through it again. Go ahead. Jeez, oh Pete's. Flash, that's the same thing. So normal, yes, no good, no problem. Nothing, 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 nothing. Alright, there you go. Happy? Alright, let's test this one. It is a little bit better. It's 71. It's not so bad. So there you go. At least it does work. And that is our 3-section 6AV6. Let's turn this off. That's gotten warm because it's sitting there for a while. We're going to call that one good. Not great, but good. How's that? Alright, it is. Let me get this set up and I'll bring you right back. Alright, this is a 6v6. As you'll see, the settings set. A is 4. Trying to find my bearing. The normal short on this one is 7, by the way. This is different. This is an octal tube, though, so that may be the difference. So, 4, 6.3 again. 42 on our setting here. It is. And our up and downs are 3 and 4 up. Number 2 is down. Okay, that's good. Alright, same procedure here for testing. Normal short again is 7. Here's 7. There's the normal short. And there's 8. Now here's 8, 10. You notice that flash there because there is 8 pins on an octal tube, so that's why, you know, there is a difference there on what numbers you do and what levers you move, things like that. So that's good. Let's test it. Really off the chart, perfect. Can't ask for any better for a 6v6. Now there was some question about that because it's, I don't know how long it's been operating that way, but it was there is some voltage on the grid on that, positive voltage on the grid, and we were a little bit worried about that, but that one's good. So let's get that out. Now this last tube is a little bit different. I'm going to explain something about it. I found 2 different listings for the same tube in the Coltronics book, and that's what I'm using on this for this test. And so let's put that in there. We'll go over it in just a second when I get the tube all set up, and I'm going to do one test, and then we'll go back and do another test. So let's try this first. Alright, so on this one is 3 for A. Got that right, 6.3 still. Our setting for this is, now here's our difference. One says 40 and one says 60. So I'm going to put it on 40 this first test. And that's good too. This is a 2-section tube, 2 rectifiers in here. And let's get our other settings, which is 5 and 2. 5 up, 2 down. And that is correct. So let's go ahead and let it warm up. Oh, I guess I better turn it on if it wants to warm up. So let's let it warm up a little bit, and then we'll make sure that's working okay. And we'll come back with the results in here in just a second. Alright, we are back again. Normal shorts on this one is 7. Again, this is an octal tube. So, alright, we're going to go up 1. No problem. That one's not used. Up. No problem. 6. No problem. 7 should be a normal short. It is. 8 may flash. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, a little flash. 9, 10 really doesn't do anything because there's no pins connected to it. So there you go. Alright, that's it. Let's go test this. Ooh, yeah. It's barely good, but it's good. There was some question about this because of the low voltage. So I'm measuring about 58 on that one, so we're going to call it 58. Now for the second, I'm going to go ahead and change this up to 60, and we're going to repeat that test. Everything's the same elsewise, and see what it does on 60. If there's any difference. Alright, there won't be any difference in the shorts because nothing has changed. The only thing would be different would be the emissions. And you can see there is a difference. That may be why. I don't know. But we're going to leave it there and test it as that on the next one. And the only difference on the next one is instead of 5 up and 3 down, or 2 down, it's 3 up and 2 down. So we'll go this way like that. That's all you need to do is change that. Everything else is the same. I did unplug the tube, so it still should be warm, no problem. 7 again is our normal short. It is. Flash on 8. No problem. Now we're going to leave, like I say, this is a 60. We're going to test it here on 60. Again, that's good. Now we're going to drop it down to 40. Test it again. See what it does. Not as good, but it does test good. So either way you go, either test you do, is a good tube. So we're going to call that good. I'll turn this off. And that's going to conclude our little tube test. And next up for this radio is probably an alignment. Now I do have one little task. I may film that as well. I have to set up a couplet for it. I know you guys probably, I don't remember if I told you this or not in the previous video segment or not, but the couplet is bad on the output tube there. It feeds the output, and the coupling capacitor inside that couplet is what's causing the positive voltage on the grid of the 6V6, and therefore we need to change that so there's no positive voltage. That will run that tube and also other components in the radio as well. So need to take care of that, and that's probably going to be next. And then we'll after we get that all done, we'll align it, and we should be good to go then. So, all right.